Hello stars, this is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time. This is going to be a video on a monthly tarot scope for Aries. I also want to announce that I've got a new tarot course coming out this month on the 25th. So I'll put some information in a link right here in the top corner, as well as I'll talk about it after the reading. But I'm just going to shuffle here for a little bit. And then I will get straight into Aries for teen. We're starting the month with a new moon in Libra. So there's a real focus on relationships for a lot of people. But I'll see what's coming up for Aries specifically. Looks like at the beginning of October, Aries, you have to take a time out. Take some rest, some relaxation. But it looks like you'll be resisting it. It's also possible, Aries, that you have been resting for a while and you're getting tired or aggravated of that. Like you guys tend to get bored easily. You guys like to be in action. You're a fire sign. And so you like to be in motion with, fire activity. This card, Four of Swords, is about resting, relaxation. You can see it's the warrior at rest. And it means kind of like putting your swords up on the wall to just think about things, to reflect, to pause, to gather your strength, recharge. And that serves a purpose. It really does. I always say this funny thing, like even God rested on the seventh day. So you really do need to pause and reflect. Sometimes you can't be in perpetual motion. It's just not natural. The natural cycle of things is to be in motion, then rest, then motion, then rest. So it might be hard for some of you to rest. And that's what all this resistance about. Four of Swords in the reverse position is resistance, irritability, not wanting to be here, not wanting to do this. It's like needing a rest, but not. It's almost like a little kid fighting not to go to sleep. Is kind of the feeling of Four of Swords in reverse, or it's being irritable from being at rest for so long. It's like I want to be in action already. So that's what's going on for you at the beginning of the month. You might be feeling some restlessness. Is the sense that I get. But know that when you take a rest, when you recharge, it does serve a function. You go back into the game stronger. You're more capable, and you actually have more clarity because you had time to think things over. This is Wheel of Fortune, and this card is about the natural evolution of time, turning of the seasons, tables turning, luck turning. It's saying in the reverse position, try not to resist the natural evolution of time. It may not be going fast enough for you, or it might be going too, it might be going not slow enough. In general, for Aries, I'm guessing it's not going fast enough for you guys. Or there's just the wheels of time are changing and evolving. And in the reverse position, it says there's some doubt, fear, resistance. This could be like fear of what the future may bring. But this card always talks about the tables turning, like whoever's on top will be on the bottom, who's ever on the bottom will be on the top. So this is the natural turning of the wheel. And in the reverse position, it just says there might be some doubt, some fear, some delay, I'm really just getting with these two together in reverse. It's kind of like, come on, speed time up already. I'm ready to go. I'm tired of just being bored and resting and in action. Like I want time to go faster and I want to be in the future already. But that's just a guess for Aries. That's one possibility of the meanings of those cards. But I'm going to encourage you to really use that time of rest. Or embrace a time of rest, even though your natural inclination is to not do that, and let time evolve naturally as it will. Let things unfold. Don't rush it and don't hold it back. Don't be afraid of it coming, but let it come on its own time. That's really what the opening of October is saying to me for you, Aries, because there's a big shakeup coming. There's a dramatic change coming from you. This is Tower, and Tower is about sudden change. You can see these lightning bolts that come down into the card, and it disrupts the old order. This is like change that comes out of the blue. And if some of you are fearful, this could be why you're fearful, is you're fearing the change. Both of these cards together actually are fearing change. This is like the established way things are, and this is time turning things. But this is sudden, dramatic eroding of what it has been established, eroding of what is solid. So I'm going to say, Aries, embrace the change. Embrace whatever's coming up. You might not see it coming. It might be coming out of left field. That's usually Tower energy. But Tower also has a way of breaking things open. So try not to see this card as a card of fear, even though it's dramatic change. See it as a card of electrifying transformation. That's the positive side of this card. See if you can get past whatever fears of the future you might be having. There is justice in the reverse position also for you in the beginning of her. So there's some way in which you feel like you've been weighing, you don't want to weigh the evidence, because justice in the upright position weighs the evidence, makes a verdict, decides something. You either feel like there's been some injustice or that you want to avoid making a decision. I'm kind of getting that you want to avoid rendering a verdict, because these two cards together, justice is all about rendering a verdict, making a decision, saying it goes this way or that way. In the reverse position, it's resistance against drawing a verdict, making a decision. That's what this card's about too. So that's why I'm reading it that way in tandem with this card, is that this card you can see is Two of Swords. This is about being divided between two paths, not being able to make a decision. This card I call indecision. Or sometimes it can be called peace, but it's really about not wanting to choose either of the swords, and therefore she blindfolds herself and just checks out. She doesn't do anything. She just stays in the same position. And anyways, this is stagnation. This means inactivity. This is more of that. It's through not taking action that you remain in the same place, Aries. So the solution, the way out of this card, is to put one of the swords down and go forward with the other one, whether it's the right choice or not. Just making a decision, taking action, gets you out of this stasis, out of this indecision, being checked out, kind of like avoiding yourself. But some of you, I'm seeing there's a lot of tension and worry. Like, I'm getting the sense that you're worried about making the wrong decision. This is Nine of Swords, which is overthinking things. It's making mountains out of molehills. You'll see, like, there's three swords that are actually kind of interacting with the hands here, but whoever's doing the thinking is making it into 9 swords. And swords represent air. They represent the mental element. So these are all thoughts, ideas, belief. I kind of call this card going in circles in your own head sometimes. So with all of this going on, Aries, the first half of the month, I'm going to say take time to just recharge your batteries. Don't be afraid of what's coming in the future. There may be change, but embrace it. Don't fear it, and don't try to rush it. If you're having trouble making a decision on something, if you're not wanting to render a verdict, if you're not wanting to make a choice, not go in a certain direction, if you're overthinking things, get out of your head. Get out of all this, it's funny because it's very Libra energy in terms of us being in Libra season and having that new moon in Libra. And it's also your partnership, your axis sign, Aries and Libra. So it's just showing me that you may be overthinking things. You may be taking on some of the qualities of a Libra of, weighing things back and forth, letting those scales go up and down a lot. I'm going to encourage you to embrace your own Aries qualities and take action. Like, don't overthink it. Don't over worry it. Just trust yourself. Just take action, because being checked out, it's not a happy place for you. You want to get down to here, Magician, Ace of Wands. This is your happy place. So I get the sense, whatever you're struggling with at the beginning of the month, especially regarding the passage of time, fears of the unknown, not rendering a verdict, not making a decision, or overthinking things, just take action. Or try not to over worry about it, because you're not trusting your instincts. This is Queen of Cups, and she's very intuitive. She looks within, and she gets answers from within. This is a water sign card. So this could be literally a Pisces, Pisces, not Capricorn. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer card. But because those are all the water signs. But it could also just be someone who's in the archetype of the woman who is compassionate, tender, sweethearted, loving, psychic, intuitive. When it's in the reverse position, it's saying, are you trusting your instincts? Are you trusting your intuition? Are you allowing this person, whether it's you or someone else, to present the information that they get intuitively? That could be helpful to you right now, Aries. So trust your intuition on whatever action needs to be taken. Don't overstress this. I mean, it's really, she is so calm and so peaceful and so like zen and centered. This card's the opposite of that. This is like worry, indecision, overthinking, nervousness, nervous tension. Like, should I go this way or should I go that way? I mean, there's so much anxiety in this card. I'm going to say allow yourself to access your Queen of Cups. Tap into your heart. That's another Cups energy. Tap into your inner knowing, and let the old baggage of the past go. I mean, this card is Judgment, which is saying, you might have some negative judgments on yourself. That's what it's in reverse saying to me, is that you might be holding on to too much baggage from the past, like worrying about what dad would think, worrying about what mom would think. This is all old roles, old souls, old beings, old stuff. And this spiritual fire burns it away. So this is really a card of renewal. It's a card of rebirth. So I'd like you to consider, when I see it in the upright position, I say it's letting the baggage of the past go. But if it's in the reverse position, you might be holding on to old tapes, old stuff, old roles, like holding yourself to, all these worries or concerns from the past that you might be worried about what other people think, that is blocking your intuition, blocking your trusting your gut. So that's what's going on, Aries. What I like to see is that towards the end of her, you're connecting with your magician energy. Once you let this old stuff from the past go, you connect with your own power. This is magician. This is a happy place for you, Aries. This is taking what's in the divine world and bringing it down to the mundane world, bring it down to earth, creating whatever you want. It's abracadabra. It's magic. It's like, what I see is what I get. What I want is what I get. What I say is what I get. This is the I am card. And Aries, the sign of Aries, is the I am sign. So this is focus. He's got one purpose. It's the one card. One focus, one purpose, one goal, one ideal, concentration, focus, result. I mean, that's what magician is about. He can create magic because he's completely focused on what he's creating and what he wants to bring about. So this is a good place for you to get to, Aries. And I see you getting to it in the last third of October, but it's going to take some working through some of this indecision, not trusting time, not trusting yourself, not wanting to render a verdict, carrying some old baggage. Get rid of that. And then you end up here with magician, which just means you can create anything you want. Powerful. Like this is an incredibly powerful card. And it's you connecting with yourself. It's that one energy. I see, this is funny. This is really funny. These three cards together shows me some impatience, Aries. And that can be one of your weaknesses. This is overthinking. This is resisting time or not being happy with the natural evolution of time. And strength. And strength is a card all about patience, endurance, fortitude. So in the reverse position, it can say impatience. I want it now. I want results now. The reason she's coaxing and able to coax the jaws of the lion open is that she's able to do it gently and softly and with strength. That's true strength. It's not forcing it open. It's not like jerking it open. She's gently opening these jaws. So I'm going to say, Aries, at the end of the month, try to employ some patience. Actually, the whole month. Be patient with yourself. It's going to drain your energy if you don't. If you overthink things and get anxious and just stir crazy, I'll use that word because that's kind of what I'm getting from some of this. And trying to speed up time or trying to let time evolve. Let this wheel turn at its own pace. Can't force anything here, Aries. You got to let it happen. And then that's what will keep you in a place of strength. Try to breathe through her. Try not to let yourself get too much in your head. That's going to be your number one struggle this month. Go with your gut feelings. Two of Coins says at the end of the month there might be something to do with joint finances. This card says stay flexible, adapt to changing circumstances. If you feel wobbly, it's okay. It means things are happening. But see if you can play with it. This is a card of real play, adaptation, flexibility, working with what's coming at you. It can be joint finances as well. And then at the end of the month, you have a new exciting thing happening. This is Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is like the first horse out of the gate. It's the person in front of the parade that's waving the baton, that's leading the parade. Ace of Wands is the runner who's holding the baton and running. It's an active element. So this is like having a new spring, new energy, new vitality, new passion, new fire. And that's all about Aries. Aries and Ace of Wands is very similar because the first day of spring, that's when we begin Aries. And that's what this card's about. It's like having new life, new energy, new vitality. I see that you're actually coming, you're going to have some renewal at the end of it, like the last third of Aries. The first 2/3 of the month, you're going to kind of be in your head. You're going to be your own worst enemy, is what I'll say. At the beginning of overthinking things, resisting. I don't want to stand still, but I don't want to make a decision. Like, it's frustrating, but you kind of have to just be calm, be patient. And you get this powerful, creative energy in creating anything you want. And also this new beginning that is like, oh, I'm passionate about this. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to go run. I can't wait to go out in front. I can't wait to just this is like running with the torch. So I encourage you to get through the first 2 weeks of Aries. Get out of your own way. Don't force things. Let things evolve naturally. Get out of your head and take action. Make a decision. Don't stagnate. Don't be too hard on yourself. Because at the end of the month, you've got this creative, wonderful, powerful energy and this new fire. So, and this, this ability to adapt to changing circumstances. So don't fear the change. Don't resist it. That's a reading for you, Aries 416. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Aries who you think might like that message. And if you're already subscribed, thank you. I love stars. And if you'd like to subscribe, you'll get notifications in your inbox of every time I publish a video, so you can get notified. And then also just a quick word about my tarot course that's coming up at the end of this month. It's going to be offered through Daily Ohm. They're going to be releasing it on October 25th. And the course is about the major arcana of the tarot. It's the 2 trump cards. So you'll get a card a day, a lesson a day, and it'll have information about that card, significance of it, the meaning of the card, the meaning of the reversals. It gives you astrological correlations, numerology correlations, mythology correlations, and then there's a video for each card as well. So if you're interested in learning about the tarot or deepening your practice, it might be worth checking out. So I'll have a link to that right up here in the corner. And as always, I want to thank everyone for watching. Yours in the stars.